When they told me to go home and call hospice, before I saw Dr. Chen, I had it planned how I was going to die. I was going to get my car, and I was going to drive north on I-5 across the flats into Marysville, because there's this really cool new overpass, and it's native designed, and a native did all the ironwork. So, and it's just gorgeous. So I was going to just do 100 miles an hour and hit that, because I thought it would be a good way to go out. I like the ironwork. But obviously I did not. I got in the car and I headed that way, but I didn't.
Yeah, we go horse dance and we go in the water.
I like it.
Doctors didn't give me, the first oncologist I saw didn't give me a spit of hope. And he was an ass. I walked out. I wanted to die right then. And good morning.
Yes. Yes. Good start to the morning.
And about that time, Dr. Morris was, we were talking, and neither one of us can remember who thought of it first or who ran across it first and said, hey, I've been looking at, but it was Wim Hof. And I was looking at his breathing for stress reduction. But then I read Wim's story, and his wife had committed suicide. And he was into cold water prior to that, but he couldn't convey to her, for whatever reason, or he didn't realize it at the time, that how much the cold water can help you mentally as well as physically.
Nice, balmy.
I'm so cold now, it's warm.
I know, that's nice.
And when they found that when he was in the cold water, the ice water, in their labs, they would draw blood, and his body was producing a cancer-killing protein when he was cold. So I thought, I gotta get in the cold. December 23rd of 2019 at 1:30 in the afternoon, Aaron, Joe, and myself went to the boat launch in Mukilteo, parked the car, stripped down to our swimming suits, ran down the boat launch, screamed a whole bunch, and ran back out again laughing. It was the highest I have ever been without drugs. I'm not kidding you. It was amazing. We were just goofy after that. It was wonderful. And so we were in and out real fast, but I knew the minute I came out of the water, I was going to do it again. So we started going almost every day except Tuesdays and Fridays when I'd have to be at Mukilteo. We found, and I saw blood numbers go up. You know, I have a blood test every month, and it was really breaking down at the time. And we started going in the water, and I started doing the algae at the same time. I wish I would have separated them to know, but that combination took me back up to where one day Dr. Aaron Morris told me that I was healthier than 90% of his patients. And I said, "You're cancer patients?" And he said, "No, all my patients."
It's spectacular view. All the way you can see everything.
I like it on rain days or hail days when you're right down here. Oh, yeah. You can watch the drops come up and down. Yeah.
A little splash.
In 1 minute. Oh!
You guys are amazing.
We have such a good time, though. It was such a blast.
And I'm sitting there and they're telling me I have stage 4
Exactly.
cancer, and the first doctor told me to call hospice, and here I am, healthier than 90% of the people in his practice. That was amazing. I mean, that just took me to a whole new level of what can I do for other people? How can I share this? How can I get the word out that there's hope? You don't have to die. You don't have to die from cancer in a, I don't know how I want to say that. You don't have to die in a quick fashion, a fast time. Don't ever listen to what they want to tell you. I have never heard an expiration date on myself. I don't want one. I know I'm doing the right thing because there's days that I don't want to be deemed as crazy, but I hear voices. I hear a voice that says, you know, you're well. You know, you're okay. It's so nice. Once a year I get a CT scan, and it's still there, but it's not doing anything. And I don't own it. It's not mine. And I always like to say too that I'm not a warrior. I'm not fighting a battle. I'm just not in the war mode. When I figured that out, I started to feel better and I started to get well. Instead of fighting a battle, I like to say that I'm running full speed headlong into health.
Yeah. Howdy from Mukilteo, Washington.
The synergy of everything that I do gives me hope that I'm gonna live longer, for one thing, but it also gives me time to try to pay back the man I love so much for everything he's done for me through all of this. And it gives me hope that I can maybe convey to somebody else that they can live with cancer.
We do the four.
It's all about hope and happiness and helping others. I can say honestly, I have a good time. I'm having a good time. I'm having fun. I really am. I'm having fun. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hey, let's go get a group here. Everybody in a picture here.
It's really crazy to say, but in some respects, this diagnosis was one of the best things that ever happened to me. Because I can tell you right now, sitting here crying my eyes out, I am happy, joyous, and I'm free. Yep. And if anybody ever wants to know how to do that, jump in the cold water. Jump in the water.